So I started in Southfield Public Schools as an associate superintendent. That role was to really work in curriculum and instruction and to work with our building principals to really do the work of the district. And so in that work, I had 4 pillars. They were student growth, teacher growth, principal growth, and curriculum development. So when the board asked me at my interview for interim superintendent, what was the #1 challenge that Southfield faced, I said it's how we treat one another as a community. How do we treat one another so that we can actually get the most growth and development and nurturing from one another and become a community again? And so my goal in the role of interim superintendent is to really re-engage community in several ways. First, I'm going to build upon the 4 pillars that I talked about earlier. I'm going to build upon the pillars of teacher growth through developing Charlotte Danielson, principal growth through School Advance, student growth through NWEA, and curriculum development, which we've worked on them for the last 4 weeks with our teachers here in the district to really grow and develop that formal aspect of the job. But there's an informal community aspect of the job that I'm going to work on, and that is how do we interact with one another that really sort of makes us a community again. So a collaborative relationship requires that you share time, you share turf, and you really do share your trust of one another. Those 3 T's are really the core of what we're doing. And that's with our teachers, that's with our parents, that's with our students, that's with our administrators, that's with all of the stakeholders in the Southfield community. And so my goal really is to re-engage community in that really complex way so that we can actually make all of our children whole and our teachers feel like the professionals that they are. I really would like to make sure that the community and the schools are seamless. #1, I want to put together what I would call the Southfield Compact. The Southfield Compact is where we would have a business that is germane to Southfield or that is located in Southfield adopt a school and not only bring in fiscal capital, meaning monetary resources, but in human capital, meaning that we would have them come in and sort of mentor and grow our kids, grow our students, help them to sort of become the adults that we want them to be. Because it is only through what children see that they can become what they really, really dream to be. So one of the things that I want to do is reinvigorate the educator as professional. Over the last decade and a half since No Child Left Behind came into being, our teachers have been under siege. Our principals have been under siege by legislation and testing. So the goal really is to actually reignite professionalism in really strong, meaningful ways, shoulder to shoulder. Not positionship, but relationship. What does that look like? Well, for the last 5 weeks, we've actually been engaging teachers in the district in writing the curriculum for the district. We did not pull something off of the shelf, but rather we literally had 50+ teachers come for morning sessions to really work on what does it mean to have strong instructional practices in the classroom. That was the most profound and professional development that I've seen take place in my career, where teachers came together and said, this is what I do in my practice. This is what the state standard says. This is what the Common Core standard says. How does that meet itself out for our students? We will have curriculum facilitators working in every building to really grow and develop the practice of our teachers so that we can actually really perfect this over the year, so that we can grow and develop our teachers alongside growing and developing our students. So I've begun a parent advisory committee for the superintendent. We meet once a month, and I am just simply to be a sponge, a sounding board for the issues that parents bring to the table. The goal really is for me to hear so that I can act with a level of efficacy on the issues that are coming towards me, as opposed to me just deciding something to do. Real issues will come to me. What I would like to say to the community of Southfield, in the time that the board has given me to serve this community, it is my goal to truly lower the temperature of the district and raise our standards. What do I mean by lower the temperature of the district? Really sort of to remove a lot of the pressures and a lot of the challenges that have actually historically been faced by our staff and teachers so that they can grow professionally and develop. To really grow and develop community, meaning pulling all our stakeholders together periodically to hear from them to hear from me, for us to develop an ongoing iterative conversation about what does it mean to be the best Southfield Public Schools district that we can be. That is my goal and that is my bond to you, to really grow and develop alongside you so that we can actually make Southfield Public Schools the best school district that it can be.